I'm Moe Flannery. I'm the Senior Collections Manager of Birds and Mammals here at the California Academy of Sciences, and I'm going to show you what's in my whale bag. So this is the bag that I take out on large whale necropsy responses, and we partner with the Marine Mammal Center on any large whale that washes up in our area. And what we're trying to do is go out, do a whale necropsy, which is an animal autopsy, open it up, and try to figure out how the whale died. So in addition to our major whale supplies, I always carry this rather large bag. Everyone teases me for the size of my bag, but let's see what's inside there. On the outside of the bag, we have the whale gloves. I always put those on the top. I have to say right off the top, I'm a panic packer. We get the call, we make the arrangements to go out on a necropsy. I come in, my bag is always slightly packed, but then I put more stuff in it. I never want to be without something, so there's a lot of stuff in here. So garbage bags, lots of garbage bags, big, huge garbage bags. I always shove those in the outside. And then sample bags. So these are plastic Ziploc bags that we put like pelvic bones or blubber samples or any bones that we're gonna collect. Baleen can go in here. Baleen is the stuff in whales' mouths. Oh wait, here's the secret pocket. Let's see what's in here. I've never looked at, oh, trash. Okay, I guess that's, oh. And a really old glove. That's not useful. Get rid of those. See, now I have a whole new space I can put stuff in. Okay, on this side of the bag, if we find an earplug, this is our earplug transport tube. So earplugs are the whale's entire life's worth of wax in their skull, and they're hard to find, but when you do find it, you can collect the entire earplug. We archive in the museum collection, and then researchers can study it. Finding the earplug is like finding the Holy Grail, and we want to make sure it's safe, especially if we had to take a boat to the necropsy. So the earplug transport tube is vital. All right, what else do we have on the outside? More garbage bags. Always more garbage bags. Anything on that side? Oh, guess what's in there? More garbage bags. I'll just leave those in there. Okay, so this bag I've had probably for like 2 decades. These front secret pockets are the ones that I try to keep clean because you don't want that stuff in there to get messy. So asthma inhaler, and then some measuring implements, like a tape measure. If it's a small animal, this is probably 5 meters, and then a scale bar for taking photos, which we don't always use. We use something else on whales, but if we're walking down the beach to a whale and there's another animal, I'll stop and take data on that animal too. And then in here, oh, I have a flashlight. That's just in an emergency if we get stuck out on the beach or something. Okay, so in this pocket, field notebook. Every field biologist has a field notebook. It's always good to have with you. This, I just take random notes. We use a data sheet for the whale notes. So that always comes with me. What's this? This is a little whirl pack with business cards in case I have to prove who I am, and a bunch of pens. That goes with the field notebook. This is for taking small samples. So in here we have scalpel handles, scalpel blades, and some forceps and some labels. So this would probably not come out on a whale necessarily unless we were taking a really small sample, but it could be used on an animal that we run into on the beach. And let's see, safety glasses. Oops. I guess I need another pair of safety glasses. Those will work in an emergency. We generally wear sunglasses, and those work as sun protection and eye protection from splatters while you're working. And then I have an extra data sheet just in case we forgot to bring the regular one. I have one hidden in here so that we don't forget what measurements we're supposed to take, and a little bit of sand too. Okay, here is the camera. So this is the camera that we use for taking all of the shots of the whale, like all the identification shots and all of that. A little safety kit, old school safety kit with Band-Aids and stuff. This is a random whirl pack for storing samples, an emergency blanket in case we get stranded and need to stay overnight. That goes with the safety kit. This goes with the sample supplies. All right, you want to dive into the deep part of the bag? Here we go. And my hands are getting a little sticky as I do this because, you know, there probably is some whale goo on the outside. Okay, so the inside really is where the panic packing happens the most because this is the bulk part. Gloves. So we have the big gloves, but inside the big gloves, we wear other gloves. So always latex gloves. Here's one thing of latex gloves. These are medium gloves, probably because I only, oops. So gloves don't last forever. Don't worry, I probably have another bag of gloves. So my right hand, which is my cutting hand, gets one inside glove. And the left hand also gets one inside glove. So those are the inside gloves. On the left hand, which is my non-cutting hand, right? I hold the knife in this hand and this hand is like doing other things. That gets a no-cut glove. So that's what this is. People probably use them in kitchens, but we use them on whales. So the no-cut glove helps protect my left hand from if the knife slips or something, I won't cut my finger off. So I always bring a spare or two, and then more sample bags, and then another garbage bag. Can never have enough garbage bags. We have to put our dirty clothes in the garbage bags. Okay. Nowadays, I need a buff because my hair is crazy and no one wants to get whale in their hair. So I usually wear a buff under like a bucket hat these days, and the buff just keeps all my crazy hair from getting in the whale. So that's my favorite ocean-themed buff. Okay, so here's another bag of gloves. This bag is the outer gloves. Of course, these are all still inner gloves because the big blue gloves go on the outside. So all these go on inside. And then this is kind of a long cuff glove. These are larges because they go over my right hand inner glove. And then both of these hands go into the big gloves. Why do we have so many gloves? Okay, we know the no-cut glove, but the glove under the no-cut glove is so that when you take the yucky no-cut glove off, you have a clean glove on to like take your pants off or take your boots off. Same thing here, this glove comes off. It's all gross probably after I take those gloves off and clean things. Then I throw this one away, and then this glove is clean and we can clean stuff up. And then you finally take the last gloves off when you're finally done and you're ready to walk up the beach again, and those come off and go in the trash. Everything goes in one of the trash bags. All right, so I, panic pack. So there's some more gloves. And there's some more sample bags and another data sheet. Oh, this is vital and completely disgusting, and I should have left my gloves on. This is a scalpel blade holder. So if you're using the small scalpel blade, when you take the blade off the handle, you put it into this little blue safety box. And as you can see, this one has been used a lot and it's really gross. Okay, now the important part of the bag. The most important part of the bag probably is the clipboard, whiteboard situation here. We put this in every photograph. It'll have the date, the species, the location, male or female, and field numbers. So Cal Academy field number and a Team MC field number. So that goes in every photo, and it has a little measuring bar. This is the main clipboard. We use it while we're taking data on the, once again, many data sheets that we have in here. And then I also have more garbage bags, just in case. And then these are sample supply items for the earplug. These tools help us to get the earplug out of the skull. Sometimes you have to stick these in there and try and carefully pull it out. We haven't perfected it yet because literally in the last 20 years, we haven't found earplugs until the last 2 years. Something happened, we dialed it in, we're starting to find earplugs now, and so we're gonna perfect the earplug extraction tools in the future. Sharpies, whiteboard markers, So this is one of the most important things is I'm gonna put that there. Oh boy, there's a lot of little bags in here. Tape measure. This is not the big measure for whales. We have a really big tape measure that goes in the bucket with the knives with the gaff hooks. This is just a 50 feet, 15 meter tape measure. That could get us a whole gray whale. They're usually about 13 meters at their height. So this is just a backup tape measure. All right, what else is in here? More safety stuff. These are new. I haven't even opened it yet. We have a big first aid bag too, like huge, that we bring in the truck just in case. More sample stuff in case we need them. Not been used in a while. Some syringes and things in there. Another bag of sample things. There's some more whirl packs for those earplugs and cyanids or whale lice or barnacles, which are on the outside of the whales. We would put those in here for taking them back to the museum. Labels, lots of things for marking stuff. See, every time we go out, I put more in my bag, which means I have a lot. No more garbage bags in there, that's good. And then this is Moe's knives. These are like a field flensing kit for hunters, but it works really nice when you're out on the beach. They're not the big, huge knives that we use for cutting into the whale, but they're good for taking small samples, and they're really sharp, and they have a sharpener, so you can get into a place. Or if I'm just working on a small animal, I will use my knives, my little knives. But mostly we use the big knives because you don't want to get those too dirty. All right, one more pocket. This is my really super important pocket. This is the pocket with the snacks. No one wants a hangry Moe cutting on a whale, and so I always have at least one snack and then a bunch more pens. So as many Sharpies as I can fit in this little container, in this little pocket. That's it. Well, there is one more pocket back here, and this is the pocket that you put the water bladder in, which I used to have a water bladder, but then one day I did have to carry knives in my backpack, and as I was walking down the beach, I was getting soaking wet and I couldn't figure out what was happening, and the knife had cut through my water bladder, and so I have to get a new water bladder, and I am now even more adamant that I do not carry knives in my bag. So the water bladder pocket has another sample bag, but I can put those other ones back here. That is what is in my bag. I should give it a good wash now that it's empty. 20 years worth of whale necropsies right there.